Good afternoon, guys and girls. You join me in the not so sunny Peak District out for a wild camp, testing out one of my brand new tents, the Durston X Mid Solid, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about it, giving my overall first impressions and just bringing you along for the camp. We're heading on that path up there and over the top, and that's where I'm going to camp. Now, probably one of the first things that I should mention about this tent is that it's incredibly lightweight. I've gone for the solid version because apparently it can withstand the British weather a little bit better, and it is only 800 grams, which means compared to some of my usual tents, I've shaved off maybe 1.5 kilograms out of the pack, which actually is very substantial. And seeing as I carry so much camera gear with me, you know, I've got the drone, I've got the camera with me, every kilogram really counts. So I weighed my pack this morning and it weighed in at about 14, 15 kilos, but I'm carrying a lot of water on me because honestly, around this time of year, you don't know if it's going to be boiling hot or freezing cold. What makes this tent so lightweight? You know, maybe it's sort of cheating a little bit. This is actually a trekking pole tent, which is great because I usually have my poles with me and they help you get up, you know, mountains. It makes hiking a lot easier. But it's sort of cheating because this is only 800 grams, but obviously my poles add extra weight. Usually you have them in your hands, but actually today, because it's such a short hike up here, I just kept them on the outside of my bag. But let's set up the tent and see what it's all about. Well, initial thoughts on the tent. It's a pretty good looking tent, to be honest. You'll notice that this one is a much deeper green than the ones that you usually see. I don't know if that's because it's a solid or if it's just one of the new versions. You know, it's really evident that they've thought a lot about the design of this tent. It just has so much space inside of it, I can't quite fathom it. But even from the little details of, you know, these bits, having magnets on so this isn't flapping about, hitting you in the face. And then to the amount of storage there is, we've got one massive section here, which I imagine you can put your boots in at night, which then, you know, creates this porch area here. In here I've got my ultra wide, massive Big Agnes mat, and if I flip this around, you can see this end of it. There's still tons of space on the other side of the mat, which I've just shoved all my warm bits and pieces. And then you've got this little door bin next to you, and there's one over there as well. And then if I open at the back of the tent, you can see I've put my big pack here. And there's loads of space, loads of extra storage. We're renowned for having veggie chilies in every wild camp. Yeah, it's funny, every time I come out on one of these wild camps, I always have these moments like before I'm leaving the house where I get this like weird anxiety about going, that I'm not going to enjoy it, or I don't know what it is. I feel like I get stuck in my house a lot. But as soon as I'm out here, I absolutely love it. I like making the videos, otherwise I wouldn't keep doing it, because I actually don't really get paid for any of my videos or any of my reviews that I do. I barely get to keep any of the tents. I have to buy most of them myself. But yeah, I just, every time I get out, I always end up enjoying it. So it's kind of a note to myself, just to not spend time thinking that I'm not going to enjoy it, and just get out. Because nothing's going to happen fun in your house at home, is it? Well, I've managed to attract loads of little bugs inside of my light. I just thought I'd do some nighttime photography. I'll show you some of those shots now. I'm literally just getting ready for bed now. It's actually really warm. It's maybe like 10-12 degrees. I'm just going to watch some stuff on my phone. Probably sleep with this more like a quilt and open. It's not totally the view that I was envisioning that we'd have this morning. In all honesty, I thought there was going to be some form of sunrise. So I woke up at 5:45 a.m, which means I probably got about 6 hours sleep, to find out there was no sunrise, that it was just all clouds, 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 which is a bit annoying, but that, you can't really tell with the English weather sometimes. As always, leave no trace. Well, I'm just going to say at this point, if you've been watching the video all the way to the end, thank you so much for your support on the channel. I'm actually going to be doing some giveaways soon. I've got some spare Flextail pumps, and I've also got an ultralight tent that I don't use anymore, especially now that I've got this Durston tent that I'm going to give away. So stay tuned. Follow me on the Instagram, Jamie__outdoors, as there is another Jamie Outdoors. His stuff is very good actually. He's a photographer. He's here and he does some filming. I followed him before. It's good. But yeah, if you've been watching the video, thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you out on the next bar camp.